the people of Busoga, we want to thank you, all of you, wherever you are, who gave out these 2 days to defeat the blackmail, to defeat the negative energy. You gave us hope. For us who have been speaking for you, the Basoga, we were very excited. That is General Sauda Madada. I saw General Sauda Madada, Mr. President, riding from Jinja to Kamuli on a donkey. Probably she's part of the reasons we are stopped. So we as Basoga and those, I want to speak on behalf of the leaders, to the people of Busoga. You gave us more energy to stand for those issues that we are standing for. You gave us more energy. You showed us that you are listening to what we are telling you, that our country needs the Mwananchi to stand up and uplift themselves. To you, the people of Busoga, we are very grateful. We can promise you, the leaders from Busoga, we are going to do whatever it is necessary to always be at the forefront of liberating our country. Because once we are at the forefront, we are definitely sure that you, the people of Busoga, never again shall you be minimized on sharing the national cake. If you look at our road infrastructure, if you look at our health system, if you look at even the education, Mr. President, all the schools, if you ever visit Namasagari, you would wonder. And the platform has given us this platform. We are very grateful. That we as leaders, you supported us, and we promise that we will follow with the loyalty, without any doubt or say from anybody. We will do that because you have manifested that you are behind us. Mr. President, let me ask the Basoga to come behind me, and I say these words in Lusoga, and then I will invite the Secretary General. Mungane echo tuchikole mbwangu. Abasoga mwideno twogere ebigambo bino mu Lusoga. Zena msoku nkuba kwa kalulu mwantolawo nawo ndi omuzindalo. Ekyo mutakoba nti omusada atwese ko twikekania. Swengere Mr. President yankobye nti emirimu gimugemere ku radio nakali amawa ali mu kooti. Busoga 1 is actually broadcasting this press conference live, and even yesterday we were with them live. Baba TV was with us live, I'm told. I'm not yet sure. Yes, live, and they are still with us now live. We are very grateful. Mwebale ino mwebale tegera nti muli Basoga era nti muraninga project sedi y'okuyamba Abasoga okwenunula. Baba Busoga wano yentandikire kunti yabaire live era waiswa huyo ali kwogera yemerera bakubone waiswa aha muna mawulire bana mungani embyogere kulwaimu kale twende okwebaza Mr. President gwe twagulika erina lya Ngobi okwesiga Abasoga bamaze ibanga nga tibatwesiga. Yemerera utafwayo yemerera mukulwaikiriza simyo yemerera ate ebigambo tulikwogera bya lutalo. Mr. President, twende okwebaza National Unity Platform okurecognizinga n'okusembeza Abasoga timwakoma kukutuwa biketezo byakukulembera mu kibiina kino, giving us a new direction of leadership, kubanga ye Busoga tubaire tuzira direction ya bukulembeze nga tuliaga naga Narebu Paulo mwira aliwaye muleka sente wano yena oidono muleyi. Mr. President, abakulembeze Busoga ng'okubafuna mwira ono yaliyo kunabakulembeze nga basatu. Ayo olwaleero nti olina Abasoga nga bakulembeze basobola okwemerera wano ate nga bangi kyododo basigaire waka, abandi nga bwe twabaire emikolo bakateekateeka, abandi babaire balowooza titulikukeera bugweri era bambaire engoye da bugweri balinze kiveeno. Ayo Abasoga baidi nti mujja kubongera omukisa era babiiremu memale mujje mbiketeze ebindi. Lwaki Abasoga bali kuwaayo omwoyo? Kubanga mwabasembeza, mwategeera ebizibu byaibwe. Leero Busoga neni nayo obwavu Bw'oba oyenda okwogera ku bwavu mu Uganda osooka kwogera ku busoga me waayogera ku bitundu ebindi ne Kalameja twagirisa enfunza daatuluma imwe mwene mwayemera makuba nti bateekwa ebigere mu mafuta banaakola batya aye nga gavumenti ekyo kyeyinza okola ki teringirire kiri kuva ku ki ti muteekwa bigere mu mafuta mwedaaterera aye nga kiri kuva ku bwavu so okwiddako mu bukulembeze n'ekibiina kino ekye-NUP kiri kutangaza abasoga ekisooka okwenigiramu aye ekisinga kuba kikulu asiima nti nga muli baaviino yena mwena atuuka ere nakyemaliya yakuba nti aye bano ngamba tusinza wala yena we yatutuusa tiyasuubira titulituuka waye we tuli eisuubi lirimu imwe Abannayuganda abali mu National Unity Platform abali kulafubana nenzo okwebaza abasoga ku lw'obukulembeze bwa National Unity Platform nife abakulembeze baimwe ani mangi mwatuwairanya gabateereibwaku okubalimba byetuli ni byetutali okulwanisa ekibiina kya National Unity Platform aye ne mukoba nti oide omusoga bwakoba ati bemesa president abakobye aye kuluno irala abantu bebusoga titujja kubatiikirira tujja kukola bwire na musana era Mr. President omulundi guno tulikuleetera ttiimu n'olibona bamwiru bali wano Bakaluya bali wano Pastor Muwanguzi wuno Seka wuno onolita mama bayuge seteno Mr. President tujjakola omulimu kuluno tujja kukola omulimu kubanga tutegeire nti amazima wano wonkana abajja okutaasa abasoga webale ino webalirala lwaki bemereire wano balinze bw'amawulire tulikwira muli kubanga ife busoga twadulese eno nti abantu bali kutuvuma abeeka muli baba abeeka muli bali kutuvuma nti imwera mwamukomya buwolero ti musirikirire tujja kuba w'amawulire President wa Imwengo Kyagulanyi Robert Sentamu aida kola kyona ekisoboka atalage mu busoga muna ku demwatuwa era ife twadidikire yalinga public holiday nibwoko bencho era abantu nga amaduuka bayigala benda bwakumoga kunategeera tulikwira kuki nga Bannayuganda mwebale ino mwebalirala kutuwa bwesige nga abasoga tituli baswaza ife nga abakulembeze mwebale ino mwebalirala tida kubandulaye mwena mwene nseba bwine olegwe mu bwine ali mukakofiire oyo Kanyama Kanyama bamweta Bobby Giant kale muje mwetyamire mwebale ino mwebalirala kasikali wayi kasikali mukoti mwebale ino mwebalirala Mr. President I can tell you when you see such groups of people from as far as Busoga it is reason for us to clap for ourselves abasoga mwekubireko mungalo n'akalulu. It is not a press conference for Basoga, but yesterday our president was disturbed and we are warning security. Ngobi mumuzanikize wandi timumuzanikiza Busoga. Ngobi muje mumuzanikize yo wa France Ukraine ayere Busoga. Ekyo mukivueko tichida kusoboka. Mwebale ino mwebalira kumpuliriza tijja ku ndete secretary general w'ekibiina kya National Unity Platform nambona yena ngavaire wovulo aide ayogere ku yetuli sebo Mr. Secretary General.
We ate a lot of tear gas yesterday. Era nae Deputy President, Leader of the Opposition in Parliament, Honorable Members of Parliament, Head of Mobilization, Chairman Nyanzi banange ubira ko ku bantu okungemu. Yeah, I want to appreciate first of all the leaders who led the charge yesterday on our way to Kamuli, and of course that's why I had to recognize him, because as the head of mobilization, that is his activity, and he was the one leading us in terms of the organizational work, although the main person was our president, who was going out to meet his people. As you all know, we rolled out and announced our nationwide tour and formally notified the police as required by the law. The laws of Uganda say that if you want to hold a public meeting, public gathering, you should notify. And it should be very clear that the law does not say you should ask for permission. It is to notify them, which we did. Unfortunately, these people have not responded to us in writing. We wrote to them, they did not write to us. We just had media reports that one Mr. Enanga was somewhere saying that we did not notify them, first of all, which was a lie, but not unexpected of him, because one time he even talked about Emunyenye, you remember very well. So that he tells lies is not surprising. But the other thing he said was that there is a ban on activities of the National Unity Platform. And we are asking, what kind of ban is that? How can you say that a political party to go on and carry out their activities, carry out promotion we are putting to go into the political arena, and if they have started already to say that they intend, while we are running a race, they want to tie us with ropes and allow all other political actors to continue running while we are grounded. And of course that is something that we shall not allow as a National Unity Platform. Having said that, I want to read a letter that we are this afternoon going to deliver to the police. Today, as you know, we were supposed to be in Bugweri district, and we did not because of the violence that was meted out on us yesterday. Those of you who were there saw the kind of violence. Right from Buikwe, they started beating up our people, arresting others. As I speak, we have some of our comrades still stuck in hospitals and that kind of thing. So we decided that we should come and, first of all, officially protest. Because we wrote to them, they did not write back to us. We've just been hearing what they've been saying in the news. So this is a letter addressed to the Inspector General of Police, dated today. It's titled Protest Against the Brutality Meted Out on Us by the police and military on Wednesday, 22nd May 2024, and the illegal obstruction of our activities. Reference is made to ours dated 10th, in which we informed them about our nationwide membership registration, and further reference is made to our letter dated 16th, in which we notified the police of our intended public rallies, mobilization meetings, and radio talk shows in the different districts of Uganda. On Wednesday 22nd, which was yesterday, we set off to KAVULE for our first event. Whereas our team was very peaceful, as you all saw, and law-abiding, a combined force of the police and military responded to us with so much violence and brutality. They used tear gas, live bullets, and pepper spray to disperse peaceful citizens who had gathered to receive us, and most importantly, our president. They also used sticks and batons to beat up several people, some of whom are still admitted in different hospitals. A huge roadblock was mounted to prevent us from entering KAVULE district, while our people were being subjected to so much violence. Some of our leaders were brutally arrested for trying to organize a lawful meeting. This letter is therefore to strongly protest against these violent and unlawful actions by the police and military against peaceful citizens who were trying to exercise their freedom of assembly guaranteed under Article 29 of the Constitution. Whereas we wrote to you, meaning the police, about our intended activities, we have received no formal response raising any issue with our meetings. We have, however, had media reports wherein Mr. Fred Enanga claimed that we had notified you about our activities, which was false. He also claimed that there is a standing ban on NUP activities without substantiating the reasons, the extent, and the legality of the claimed ban. it would be illegal and partisan for the police to issue a blanket ban on the activities of the National Unity Platform while other political actors go on with their mobilization activities. As you are aware, meaning the police, various political actors, more so those aligned with the NRM, continue to hold procession, public rallies, and media engagements. Why is NUP specifically targeted and being restricted from mobilizing and organizing? We therefore request the IGP to prevail over the police and other security agencies not to interfere with the rest of our program as communicated to you in the reference letters. If there is any legitimate concerns about our activities, we are ready and available to engage with the police leadership in order to ensure that our activities proceed successfully. Short of that, they will be violating the law, and we shall use everything within our means to take them on. So that is a letter, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe as I conclude, let me say this also, that as NUP we have constantly told you that we write these letters so that we are on record. Not that sometimes even when people say, why do you write this? We want to be on record, and many times you've seen what comes out of being on record. It may not be what you expect, but there are things that come and bite, and sometimes bite in a harder way. But we also believe that eventually there will have to be accountability for all these violations, and it is very important at all times for us to be on the record. So without wasting any time, I want to Luganda very quickly maybe. Olunaku lwajjo omutulabe nga tugenze Kamuli nga tubadde ekigendererwa kyaffe kya kutuuka eri abantu baffe okusingira ddala President waffe nga alina okutuuka ku bantu be abeeyo mu bitundu by'eggwanga ebyenjawulo. Programu yaffe twategeeza dda poliisi ng'amateeka bwe galagira. Amateeka gagamba nti bw'oba oyagala kukola olukungaana bwe lutyo tegeezako poliisi, si kukisaba lukusa. Bw'omala kitegeeza bwe beeyina byeyagala mukwataganeko ebaddamu ne bawandiikira ne bagamba tubadde tulowooza tukozese ekkubo lino oba tukole bwe kiti oba bwe tuti, naye bwe batekuwandiikidde kiba kitegeeza terina bwegamba nti ffe tuloote ki kye bagenda okukola. Kati kyo mwalabye byonna bye bakoze ne badeployinga ne bakuba abantu baffe amu ne babasiba ne wetwogerera abantu baffe bali eyo. Bamu betukola nabo wano tebali wano naffe. Lwaki? Kubanga baba tutte poliisi e Kamuli ne basulayo, era wetwogerera batugamba abamu bali batwala mu kooti. Abamu nno babasanze ne ku restaurants nga banywamu kacaayi. Kakati osanga otyo omuntu ng'anywa kacaayi n'omugyawo n'omutwala. Of course tuwulidde nti bagezaako okufumba ebisangosango nga bwe bazze bakola. Olunaku lwaleero twali badde mu disitulikiti ya Bugweri, era abantu be babadde batwetegekedde bulungi nnyo nnyo. Mbadde njogerako n'abamu ku makya nga olunaku lwaleero kibakoze bubi nnyo okulaba nga tetugenze naye ekola ki eyemulugunya. Njagala ekigambo ekiri stronger than that. Obe wakanya kwemulugunya si complaining, eyekalakasa ndowooza people power. Era omwekalakasi onobozaako omulaba. Tusazeewo okuwandika ebbaluwa eyekalakasa eri poliisi n'okukitegeeza nti bye bakola tebitambula n'amateeka, kubanga ffe twaba notifyinga ne tubawandikira bulungi nnyo. Ebbaluwa ngibasomedde mu Luzungu, naye omulamu omukulu gweriko ekisooka gwe kubajukiza nti twabawandiikira. Ekyokubiri kwe kubategeeza nti jo bwe tubadde tuwandikira IGP nti jo bwe tubadde tutandise activities zaffe bakoze effujjo okuviira ddala Buyikwe ku bridge awo ne bakuba abantu baffe ne bagenda mu maaso ku kkubo lyo erigenda e Kamuli. Ate bwe tugezaako okuyingira Kamuli ne tusanga nga bataddewo amagye ne poliisi. Mulabye ekibaddeyo. Obwengula bonna obwe Kamuli almost n'ebitundu byonna ebiri awo bubadde bujjudde tear gas n'ebirala. So Violence yachi. So batadeko roadblock kitwabategeeza ekyokubiri yavaayo n'agamba nti bo batuteekako envumbo bateekako ban tetusobola kukola activities kati ne baluwa ebabuuza ti lwaki mugamba nti NUP terina kukola activities so nga mmwe mukkiriza abalala bonna ne beetayanga bwe baagala mu ggwanga ndowooza gye buvuddeko mubadde mubalaba aba PLU juzi baali Masaka bo of course tebabeera n'abantu betubeera nabo balina okupikinga abantu ne bapangisa zibaasi ne bajja abantu mu bitundu byonna byonna era abamawulire mwabikavalinga nga abamu babanja transport waabwe kaakati bwe bakunganyiza eyo bayisa ebivulu processions tetwalaba poliisi bwevaayo juzi mula ono Liliana Abe nga ino omukolo kitugumu nemulaba yakuba nti ffe tubeera n'abantu bangi nnyo tetulina kyabakolera sorry kati Madam Deputy President, let me invite you to invite the President. Pozi nekisembayo mu baluwa eno tubategeezezza nti bweba balina ensonga ey'eggumba gye balina tuli ready, tuli available, batuyite twogere nabo tubawulirize biki bye bagamba baleme okutuleyo bakole press conferences bwe baba balina ensonga ng'erimu eggumba ekyo mukiwulire nga eri legitimate yonna yonna batuyite tutuule naffe twanjula ensonga zaffe mwebale nnyo.
Thank you. General protocol observed in the interest of time, and you, our allies, in terms of taking our voices there, we do not take it for granted. Yesterday was yet another awakening the great role you play as media people. Mwebale. Yes. We are continuing as per our notice, as per our program, because it is very legal, because it is constitutional. The President is going to talk about it. We are here today by choice to see civilly, in a civil manner, communicate and address, because of the brutality, but because God answered our prayers and our resilience delivered that new Uganda. On that note, and having congratulated the team Busoga, Mwebaleino, we have not reached Kamuli, and we are going to be in Kamuli. Yes. As requested, mine is to reaffirm our commitment. Mine is to reaffirm also my personal commitment to be on this trip, to be on this journey. And also, let us not go back to our closets. I want to call upon all the women of Uganda. You should have been in Busoga yesterday. Women with babies on their backs, running with us. I was propelled out of the comfort of a vehicle to run with these women, to run for Uganda, to run as a statement. We cannot keep silent. We cannot sit down anymore. We have to continue to not only make restless noises, but to act restless in terms of reclaiming our rightful space and reaching out to our people wherever they are. Your Excellency, with that, I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to communicate.
Line in.
Please do not think this is an act of cowardice. We retreated. No, we retreated because it is the most civil thing to do. We are a political party that goes back to the drawing board and sits and we communicate. We also listen. Many of you are advising us. We listen. And thank you so much. Your Excellency, please come and give us that word of wisdom and light the fire.
In live come up media TV run the transporter.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy. People power. Our power. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere. Iyo iyo. Iyo iyo. Iyo iyo. Iyo iyo. Iyo iyo. Iyo iyo. Abe Busoga we mukulikeyo bambi mwebale Mekaluya we mwebale mwena mwekaza. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere. Thank you very much, comrades. Please take your seats. Thank you, Madam Deputy President, Comrade Secretary General, Leader of Opposition, Leader of our opposition, of our parliamentary team, our national mobilizer, Comrade members of Parliament, other leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, I salute you. So much has been said. I just want to add my voice appreciating the people of Busoga, the leaders of Busoga most importantly. Thank you very much. Thank you, the foot soldiers of Busoga, the supporters, the members. We salute you once again. Give them a big round of applause. The leaders are headed by Comrade Kaluya, Honorable Mwiru, our deputy spokespersons, all the leaders of Busoga. You did an amazing job yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank the people of Busoga, the masses that showed up, braved tear gas, braved live bullets, braved intimidation to come and show us solidarity. Thank you very much. We don't take it for granted. That is what the regime fears. They fear people. They fear the truth. And every time you come out in large numbers, you confirm to us that what we're believing in is not wrong. We salute you. Thank you very much. The people of Kamuli, although we were blocked from reaching you, but please know that we saw the solidarity that you were preparing to show us. We salute you. Our leaders who were arrested in Kamuli, and I'll talk about that later, but we thank the people of Kamuli for always standing on the right side of history, for always refusing to be slaves in their land. We salute you. Thank you very much. I was not able to address you yesterday because we were blocked, we were tear gassed. Many of our comrades were arrested, some were, hurt. I watched with my eyes a baby girl fighting for her life in a taxi, where a police officer came
and threw a tear gas canister in a taxi after blocking us. So many cars were parked behind because the road was blocked. No car could turn. They could not rush her in hospital. So I watched a baby fight for her life. But even the people among our teams that were trying to save the baby were being beat by the police. It's so shameless, shameful, but that's the country we're living in. But we salute all of you leaders that we were with in Kamuli. My message to the people of Kamuli: number one, I am coming there and I will reach you by all necessary means. But before we come to you, I want you to know that we are not giving up. I want you to know that what you're supporting is legitimate, is moral. I want you to know that God is on your side, the law is on our side, and the people of Uganda are all on our side. Everybody is struggling for freedom, at least in our lifetime. And we shall see that day, God willing. Don't be scared. These people were scared. You saw that we were able, they were trying to block us from reaching Kamuli. But we slowed down, which turned out to be an advantage because we were able to interact with almost the whole of Busoga, from Njeru all the way to Bupadengo. Buolero, that's near Bupadengo, isn't it? So, to the people of Kamuli, don't give up. These people, one, they are scared because they know they are illegitimate. They cannot reason us out. They cannot give any reason, any moral reason for the things they're doing. So they resort to violence. They resort to brutality. They want to provoke us to violence. We are many. We are millions. But we refuse to be reduced to violence because we know violence only begets violence. Don't fear them. They cannot stand us if we choose to stand up. And this is what we always encourage you. They cannot. They had to solicit police officers from different police stations in Busoga so they can be able to contain us. They had to pick tear gas from all police stations in Busoga to ensure that they can contain us. We did not encourage people to take them on, and yet we can. We could, overcome them and go to Busoga, or to go to Kamuli. But we decided to be the moral people that we have always been, and I continue to encourage you to be non-violent, to be moral, but to be firm, and not to accept to be enslaved on your own land. So my message to you continues to be that we are stronger than these immoral people. We are stronger than these rebels. And non-violence ultimately will win violence. So stand firm. To all the people of Uganda, now you know this was in Busoga. What if the people of Masaka rose up? What if the people of other parts of, what if the people in Kampala rose up? So bana bantu betu tubatiira bwerere singa tukera ku macha ne tumenka fena kabaka gwamo bugwi. Like I said, we shall come to Kamuli and we shall reach Kamuli. And that will not be very far from now. We alone, more than 20 were arrested. But even before I talk about those power outfits, as we speak right now, an international award-winning fashion designer called Latif Madoi is in prison because he tailored an outfit for me. I wear the outfit. They are not arresting me because so much media is focused on me. But Latif is in prison and other fashion designers are in prison for making clothes for Ugandans. That is how timid they are. We protest them through music. That's why my music is banned in Uganda. We protest them through fashion. That's why now an international fashion designer that has brought so much pride to Uganda is in prison for tailoring an outfit for me. That is what this regime has reduced itself to. I encourage you to continue morally defying them, morally resist. thing, because the world is with us. And one day, history will write about us. Secretary Juma, together with comrades like Shafi Adams, like Bobby Rush, and many others. I'm told that this morning they're being taken to court, and be sure that yet another, bogus charge is going to be slapped on them. But that is not new with this regime. They one day claimed that they found 2 machine guns in my room. Up to now, I don't know where those so-called machine guns of mine disappeared from. So we will stand firm. We will defy that injustice, and we will defeat that injustice, God willing. I will also remind you that just 2 days ago, I went to what is supposed to be the Uganda Human Rights Commission, headed by Ewan Wangadia. In 2018, December, I reported a case to the Uganda Human Rights Commission. I petitioned against the illegal blockage of my concerts. I am an artist, a professional artist, and the law in Uganda provides that everybody shall be free to exercise and, benefit from their work. But more than 5 years, I was not given a hearing. For the first time, after more than 5 years, almost 6 years, the so-called Uganda Human Rights Commission gave me a hearing. And I only spoke 2 statements, and I was shut up because the head of the Uganda Human Rights Commission does not want to listen to anything apart from the interests of General Museveni. And because we didn't have any option, we withdrew our petition from the so-called Uganda Human Rights Commission. But I want to inform you today that that was not the end. That we went there not because we expected any positive results. We already know that all institutions of government have been captured by the regime. Every institution is serving General Museveni. We've told you before that when you're fighting against General Museveni, you're fighting against UPDF, you're fighting against the National Police, you're fighting against Bank of Uganda, and you're fighting against every other institution of state, including the Uganda Human Rights Commission. So I'm here to inform you that we are going to escalate this matter. Wangadia is not the end. We are going to petition all international human rights bodies, and we are going to seek many other remedies, including sanctions on Madam Wangadia, because she's supposed to be the chairperson of the Uganda Human Rights Commission, fighting for human rights for Ugandans, but she's the #1 violator of human rights. When the families of the people that were abducted and still missing by the military, she claimed that these people are non-existent. Even when the Prime Minister of this regime came out and owned that she indeed knows where John Bosco Chibalama is, she saw him, Wangadia came out and said Chibalama is a ghost. So Wangadia is also a target for sanctions over violating human rights. Now, coming back to our tour, yes, so many of our people were hurt. So many of our people were arrested. Bullets were flying everywhere, even when we were non-violent. We encouraged our people to be non-violent, and that is going to be our way until we win. However, I'm here to also add a voice on what our Secretary General has mentioned. Yes, we've written a protest letter, not because we expect the police to be any moral. We wanted to go on record, and just after this press conference, our senior leaders are going to deliver that letter to the Inspector General of Police, to his office. And we hope that will shake them to sobriety. But even if they don't, we want to go on record, because we know that anybody that breaks the law will be personally liable. We want to go on record so that the law can go after all those people in their individual capacity. You know what happened to Kaihura, you know what happened to Kandiho, you know what happened to all these other people, but we want sanctions on every other human rights violator, to every other person in office that abuses their office. And we shall get that, inshallah. So, because they blocked us from reaching Kamuli, our nationwide tour has not yet started. We did not go to Bugweri today because we had to come here and make it clear to the nation and also engage the police, although we know it serves the dictator. So I hereby announce that tomorrow we are resuming our nationwide tour. Tomorrow we are going to Palisa. We are not breaking any law. We are not doing anything wrong. We are a legitimate political party. We are not committing any crime. While all other political parties are going about their business, we are being blocked. We know the regime fears us, but they don't have to embarrass themselves showing fear. There could be a few people in Uganda who still support the regime. Don't show them that you're so scared of us. So we are going about our work. Like I said, we're not committing any crime. Everybody else is going up. Every other political parties and other political actors are going about their business unhindered. Why are they blocking us? Even those that are doing illegal gatherings, for example, Museveni's son is a serving military officer who is barred by the law. He's forbidden by the law in engaging in partisan politics. But he goes around politicking and nobody touches him. But the police and the military are all deployed to stop us. We are going to go about our work. You have two options: either to leave us, either to respect the law and leave us go about our work, or engage in your criminality and go on record, because you know that Uganda is not isolated from the rest of the world. The law will come for you. If the Ugandan law cannot get you, the international law will get you. If Ugandan institutions cannot get you, international institutions will get you. As for us, we shall continue doing what we're doing within the law, and we shall wait for you to put yourself in target for answering, because we know one day you'll have to answer internationally. Mu Luganda, njagala okubebaza mwenna abaganda bange, njagala okwebaza abakulembeze b'e Busoga olw'omulimu gw'ettendo gwe mwakoze, njagala okwebaza ba foot soldiers b'e Busoga olwa mobilization gye mwakoze n'okutukuuma, njagala okwebaza abantu b'e Busoga olw'okuvaayo ne mweyiwa ku makubo. Abantu baatambudde okuviira ddala enjeru nga tetunaba na kusala Nile, ne bagumira tiagas, ne bagumira emiggo, ne bagumira amaswasa agabadde gesooza nga baagala okutulaga obumu. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala bannange. Njagala n'okwebaza abantu b'e Kamuli. Kuba e Kamuli ate ye emiggo gyatandise mangu ne tiagas yatandise mangu. Naye ne mubeerawo ne mutulinda, kyanaku tetwasobodde batuukako, naye tujja batuukako mu ngeri yonna essaawa yonna. Meseji yange y'abantu b'e Kamuli, njagala obajjukiza bannange, si mwe b'e Kamuli mwekka naye okwetoloola Uganda yonna. Mwalabye nti twasobodde okutambula nga tutambulira ku sipiidi 2 okuviira ddala enjeru ne tusala bridge ne tugira ddala paka e Buwoolera kumpi ne Bupadengo. Lwaki? Kubanga bano abasajja tebamalaako bwe muba muli bangi. Babadde balina okusolooza tiagasi mu Busoga yonna, babadde balina okusolooza abasirikale mu Busoga yonna, ate nabo nga babadde tebajja kumalako naffe kubanga twabadde mitwalo na mitwalo. Twasazeewo obutalwanagana nabo, twasazeewo obutasikangana nabo, ne tukyuka ne tudda e Kampala olw'ensonga zino wammanga. Okusookera ddala twabadde twagala kujja kwogerako n'eggwanga, twabadde twagala kujja okugenda ku record okuwandiikira poliisi nga twemulugunya nga twekalakasa tubalage ebikyamu bye bali mukola, so that tugenda on record. Bino ebintu bye tukola tetubikola kubanga twagala bano abantu bakyuse empisa. Nedda, tumanyi nabo balagirwa bulagirwa, kubanga Uganda efugibwa family emu. Museveni bw'aba atya NUP ne People Power ajja kubalagira bakole buli kyabusiru kye bakola. Ne twagala tugende ku record kubanga tumanyi ekiseera kigenda kutuuka ezo ebbaluwa zonna ziveeyo. tumanye ekiseera kigenda kutuuka buli akoze ekikolobero ye ng'omu